Good afternoon, my name is Carlos Mendez and today I'm going to be reading an intermediate level English. It is about regular and irregular verbs in the past simple. This is the lesson number 5. It's a B1, B2 lesson. I'm going to start right now. Hello dear students, welcome back to our MyEco B1, B2 intermediate level English lessons. The topic of our fifth lesson is regular and irregular verbs in the simple past tense. So let's begin. To make the second form or the past tense form of a verb, we are ed ending. These verbs where we just add our ed ending are called regular verbs. For example, play, verb 1, played, verb 2, post, and played for verb 3, past participle. Like, okay, hold on, there is an ad. I'm going to close it. Okay, like, liked, open, opened, opened, add, added, added, work, worked, worked. Remember, we know that the second form, the past tense of a verb, is only in positive sentences. So that means our structure is I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Our subject plus verb, ed. The form 3 or the verb 3 past participle is used in our perfect tenses. So future perfect tenses, past perfect tense, and tenses like this, which we will see in upcoming lessons. With regular verbs, the ed ending is added according to certain rules that we follow. Let's have a look at those rules. Rule number 1. If I have a word and my word finishes with the letter E, and before my E I have a consonant, then all I do is add D. Note, noted. Arrive, arrived. Decide, decided. Rule number 2. If my word finishes in a Y, and before my Y I have a consonant, then the Y becomes IED. Carry, carried. Try, tried. Study, studied. Rule number 3. If my word ends in a Y and before my Y I have a vowel, A, E, I, O, U, then all I do is add ed. Play, played. Stay, stayed. Enjoy, enjoyed. Rule number 4. If my word ends in a consonant and before my consonant I have a vowel, then I double the last letter and add ed. For example, hug, G is a consonant and U is a vowel, so it becomes hugged, hugged, double GED. Plan becomes plant, double NED. Stop, stopped, double PED. Rule number 5. If my word has two syllables and the emphasis, the tone is on the second syllable, then I double the last letter and add ed. For example, refer, refer. The emphasis and tone is on fer, so it becomes referred, double R E D. Commit, committed, double T E D. Travel, traveled, double L E D. Console, consulted, double L E D. Rule number 6. If I have a word made of two syllables, but the emphasis, the tone, is on the first syllable, then I change nothing and add ed. Listen, listen, emphasis, emphasis on the list becomes listen ed. Visit becomes visited ed. Happened becomes happened ed. Depart becomes departed ed ending. Now, apart from these rules that I've given to you already, it is good enough to just add ed to the end of regular verbs to get our past tense or our verb too. In English, our ed ending for regular verbs is important, but so is our pronunciation. This pronunciation also follows some rules. If our verb ends with a, k, p, s, ch, sh, f, and these kind of consonant sounds, then the ed at the end becomes like a t sound. Smashed, smashed, smashed. Kissed, kissed. Washed, washed. Look, looked. Hissed, hissed. Stop, stopped. Reach, reached. Laugh, laughed. There is a T sound that happens when I pronounce the words. If our verb ends with I, B, N, B, and this kind of consonants, then the sounds that I pronounce sounds like the, assign, assigned, save, saved, absorb, absorbed, call, called, abandon, abandoned, clean, cleaned, play, played, smell, smelled. If our verb ends with T and D, then the sound is like it, except, accepted, wait, waited, act, acted, need, needed, decide, decided, add, added, want, wanted, and speed, speeded. Okay, I have an ad again. I'm just going to close. Speeded. All of these different pronunciations may seem unnecessary, but they are really important when it comes to sounding as clear and as announced as possible when we're speaking in English. In English, there are some verbs that don't follow any of the regular verbs rules or structures. We call these irregular verbs. Irregular verbs change and vary a lot, and so the best way to know them is to memorize them. It may seem like a lot, but trust me, over time it becomes like second nature. Just like regular verbs, irregular verbs are used in the form 1 verb 1 form for questions and negative sentences. Always remember that. Now, we have a whole lot of irregular verbs for you, and we have grouped them. Let's start with group 1. Group 1 has verbs that are written and pronounced the same in their verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3 forms. Bet, let, burst, put, cost, quick, cut, shot, fit, which can also be fitted, speed, which can also be speeded, heat, spread, hurt, upset, and read. Here with here we read how interest one. In verb 1 it is read, but in verb 2 and verb 3 it is red, like the color. Only in pronunciation though. In writing they are all exactly the same. Group 2 of irregular verbs are verbs that have an en ending in their verb 3 form. Hide, hid, hidden. Awake, awoke, awoken. Bite, beat, beaten. Prove, proved, proven. Break, broke, broken. Ride, rode, ridden. Choose, chose, chosen. Rise, rose, risen. Drive, drove, driven. Shake, shook, shaken. Eat, ate, eaten. Speak, spoke, spoken. Fall, fell, fallen. Steal, stole, stolen. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Swelled, swollen. Forgive, forgave, forgiven. Wake, woke, or wake, woken. Get, got, gotten. Write, wrote, written. Give, gave, given. Group 3 are verbs that are written with an A in the verb 2 form but a U in the verb 3 form. Begin, began, begun. Shrink, shrank, shrunk. Drink, drank, drunk. Sing, sang, sung. Ring, rang, wrong. Sing, sunk, sunk. Run, ran, run. And swim, swam, swim, swam. Group 4 are irregular verbs that are written the same in the second and the third form. Bent, bent, bent. Mislaid, mislaid, mislaid. Bleed, bled, bled. Pay, paid, paid. Bring, brought, brought. Read, read, read. Built, built, built. Say, said, said. I'm just going to close the ad again. Okay, there is another ad. I'm just going to wait. Okay. Said, said. Born, burnt, burnt. Seek, sock, sort. Buy, bought, bought. Sow, sow, sow. Catch, caught, caught. Send, sent, sent. Dig, dug, dug. Feed, fed, fed. Sit, sat, sat. Feel, felt, felt. Sleep, slept, slept. Flight, fight, fought, fought. Slide, slid, slid. Find, found, found. Sneak, snuck or sneaked. Flee, fled, fled. Speed, sped or spread or speeded. Grind, ground, ground. Spent, spent. Hang, hang. Spin, spun. Have, had. Stand, stood. Hear, heard. Stick, stuck. Hold, held. Sting, stung. Keep, kept. Strike, struck. Lay, laid. Sweep, swept. Lead, led. Swim, swam. Leave, left. Light, lit or lighted. Think, thought. Lose, lost. Teach, taught. Understand, understood. Make, made. Weep, wept. Mean, meant. When, won. And meet, met. Group 5 are irregular verbs that end with an N in their form 3. Blow, blew, blown. See, saw, seen. Do, did, done. Swear, swore, sworn. Draw, drew, drowned. Tear, tore, torn. Fly, flew, flown. Throw, thrown. Grow, grew, groaned. wear, wore, worn, know, knew, known, withdraw, withdrew, withdrawn, lie, lay, length. An important mention for our last one, lie can also be used in two ways. Lie down and lie as in to say something untrue. If I am using lie as in to say something untrue, then I can just say lie ed like a regular verb. Group 6 are irregular verbs that are written in the same way in verb 1 and verb 3 form. Become, became, become. Come, came, come. Run, run, run. Group 7 are verbs that are completely different in all three forms. Be, was, were, being. Go, went, gone. And group number 8 are verbs that take the irregular form and the regular ed ending. Yes, so these are some verbs that can be in both groups. Born, burned, burned. Okay, there is another ad. Just going to wait until it finish. Okay, that can be both groups. Born, born, burned. Dream, dreamed, dreamt. Smell, smiled, smelt. Kneel, kneel, knelt. Spill, spilled, spilled. Lean, leaned, lent. Spoil, spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. While both of these forms are acceptable in the regular and irregular verbs, we can see the ed form is quite popular in American English, while the irregular form is quite popular in British English. And there you have it. That's a lot of information I know about our regular and irregular verbs in this simple past tense. Don't worry, with lots of practice and over time, you will know them naturally. For now, let's do an activity together to make sure we all understand. Here we have some sentences and we need to see if the verbs are regular or irregular. Number 1. The administration cancelled the meeting. Cancelled ed is regular. 2. The housekeeper swept the floor. Swept is irregular. 3. Valerie went to Brazil last month. Went is irregular. 4. My grandmother hugged me tightly and kissed my cheeks. Hugged is regular. The plane to Peking departed 2 hours ago. Departed is regular. Number 6. The old lady wore a smart black dress with a white flower on her chest. Wore is irregular. Number 7. I ran after Mike, but I couldn't catch him. Ran is irregular. Number 8. Michael Jackson died on the 25th June of 2009. Dead is regular. Number 9, she absorbed the water on the table with a piece of a sponge. Absorbed ed is regular. Number 10, Mary split the bread. Split is irregular. And now our fifth lesson is complete. To get more information on this topic, please click the link down below. If you wish, you can purchase our B1, B2 Essential English Grammar book. Sign up for our course on our community page or go to our ECO website and purchase one of our educational package to receive more activities and their solutions. See you in the next lessons. Bye bye. So I'm going to choose another video just to complete the 30 minutes. I'm going to read another subtitles. This is progressive and continuous tense. This is also B1, B2. This is the lesson number 6, just to complete. Okay, I'm going to start. B1, B2 Intermediate Level English Lessons. The topic of our 6th lesson is past continuous or past progressive tense. So let's begin. In English, we have something called the past continuous tense. Past continuous tense can be also called past progressive tense. We use it to show that an action was happening at a certain time or that an action was happening for a certain period of time in the past. It shows that the actions started at a specific time and continued and then stopped at a certain time, all within the past or the recent past, like 5 minutes ago or 1 week ago. To make the past progressive, past continuous tense, we use our be verb in the was, were, verb to form, as well as the ing ending on our verb. Let's have a look at some examples. He was writing an email to his clients in his room. Was writing. Here we have was, were, and write our verb with the ing ending. Was writing. Or Clara and her father were preparing dinner for Susan at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. is in the past, but what they were doing at that time was preparing dinner. It wasn't an action that was in the moment and done. It occurred over a period of time. They were preparing this meal for Susan. Let's have a look at the grammar structures we use for the past continuous progressive tense. Let's begin with positive sentences. To make a positive sentence, we have our subject, was, were, the verb with the ing ending. For example, I was sleeping at 8 p.m. You were looking out. He was walking out down the street. She was reading a book in bed. It was raining at that time. We were talking about the problem. You were listening to others, and they were watching a film. For our negative structure, was, were becomes was not or were not. This can be shortened to wasn't or weren't. Let's have a look at some examples. I wasn't sleeping at that time. He wasn't talking to us. She wasn't listening to me. It wasn't raining here. We were we weren't going shopping. You you weren't working hard, and they weren't watching a film. Okay, I think that's all for today. And I want to say have a good afternoon and bye bye.